People are bracing for Hurricane Ian.
It has strengthened to a Category 3 storm, and it's on a collision course with the state. The National Hurricane Center says landfall could happen over the city of Venice, which is just south of Tampa Bay. Ian is expected to pick up in strength as it heads north from Cuba, and forecasters warn it could become a Category 4 hurricane. Florida's west central coast is expected to take the brunt of it. Officials have ordered 2.5 million people to evacuate before the storm hits, and Florida's governor warned earlier this morning that this hurricane will pack a serious punch.
Just understand the impacts are going to be far, far broader than just where the eye of the storm happens to make landfall. In some areas, there will be catastrophic flooding and life-threatening storm surge. And so if you're on Florida's Gulf Coast, from Naples all the way through the Tampa Bay area and some of the counties north of that, that could be something that happens. And it will certainly happen in some parts of Florida's Gulf Coast.
All right, CBS News correspondent Omar Villafranca is in Clearwater, Florida, where preparations for the storm are underway. Omar, we've been speaking with you all morning long. We've also spoken to mayors, members of the Coast Guard, and people from the National Hurricane Center, and they are all saying the same thing. If you are in a vulnerable area, leave. Do not risk it. Evacuate. And as you know, where you are in Clearwater, people are under evacuation orders. So are they heeding these warnings?
Yes. As you say that, Vlad, there's a guy on the walkway here who's on a scooter. So clearly not everybody is heeding it. That evacuation order, while it's called a mandatory evacuation order, police are not removing people. So people are going to ride it out. There's a lot of condos that are around here that are elevated. People have decided that they are going to ride it out. And the sheriff deputies and authorities are telling them here, if you do decide to ride it out and you call for help, we may not be able to get to you. That's something you're going to have to live with. They are expecting the power to go out here. They are expecting a powerful storm surge. We're talking in this area up to 10 feet. We're here obviously at sea level, so I'm 6 feet tall, 4 feet above my head. That's how the water is going to stretch as far as the eye can see in this area. But people know what the rules are. They know what they can expect. They're paying attention to the weather patterns. They're just not panicking.
So besides evacuating, what other preparations are residents and local governments making in the final hours before the storm hits?
Well, Governor DeSantis has activated the National Guard, and they are staging in areas. There's also some shelters that are going to be opening up for people who are evacuating, who are leaving and don't have really anywhere else to go, or maybe can't afford a hotel just a few miles in. So there's going to be shelters that are going to be set up. But there are a lot of people writing it out. They're bracing for what's going to happen. The infrastructure is going to get tested here. There's going to be flooding. How quick it's going to drain is an issue. They're going to lose power. There's 27,000 power crews that are basically standing by to, once trees knock over power lines, how quick they can get that grid back up here on the west side of Florida. So it's all the practice. It's basically game day at this point for this hurricane. They're waiting for Ian to hit, but they want to find out exactly where it hits and see what it does.
So what are the biggest dangers that you are hearing about from officials, Omar, with regards to a storm like this? I think oftentimes when people think hurricane, because the images that we often show initially are trees like swaying, and so people think wind.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the buildings behind you. I don't suspect that they're susceptible to wind. What we're talking about mostly is flooding, right, Omar?
That's correct. I mean, these buildings here, Florida has some pretty strict codes. A lot of people here, it's why you don't see a lot of boarding up on these homes. They have hurricane windows. They can withstand up to a certain degree of wind and, water that's coming very fast, smashing against the window and coming down. They're built for that. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of boarding up. We are seeing people board up. Absolutely. They're boarding up and they're putting sandbags. But of course, when you have 10 feet of storm surge, that's not really going to mean anything at this point. But people are also slowly moving out. But as we mentioned, they're preparing. They've gone to the grocery store. They've gotten some of the basics, non-perishables. We talked to one woman who said she's freezing ice so she can have a cool drink, and also she's filling up her bathtubs. And people, this is an interesting part. If you've never been in a hurricane area, people fill up their bathtubs with water. Why, you may ask? One of the reasons, so they can have a little bit of potable water, but the other thing is that way you can actually flush your toilets that way. You get an old-fashioned trash can, dip it in there and you can pour it into the toilet and you will have a working toilet that way. So they're making their preparations, but keep in mind, it hasn't been a direct hit here since 1921, so people haven't had a lot of practice, but they are aware, they're paying attention to their local authorities, and the people who are leaving, they're leaving. The people who are staying here, they're ready.
All right, Omar Villafranca on the ground for us in Clearwater. Thank you, Omar.